Have you met those people? Whenever they like take like a shot, they're usually like university, like very like institutionalized people, and they're always like, "Salud," or they're like, "Salud."
They're university people.
Or like the people you got to get sushi, and then they'll do like the Sweet Caroline, bum bum bum, and do like the sake bomb and then slam it. Those are the same people that go, "Salute."
I don't think that's true at all.
No, come on, no.
Salud. That's fucking that's Spanish, bro. Rest in peace, Sid, Rudy, and Mojo the Slime.
Can you actually start off with story number 10? Like, just say story
Just
number
say
10.
story
and then,
number 10.
Yeah, because I feel like that's what we've been doing this whole time, right? Or no?
I read cross street.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay.
I mean, I'll do it however you want.
No, you do it how we've been doing it. Sorry, I'm the fuck up. Alright, I'm ready when you are.
Okay. Rest in peace, Sid, Rudy, and Mojo the Slime. Story number 10. Before you continue, please pour up some sort of drink for anybody you've lost. It's important for the dead homies to be able to drink something too.
Yeah, we are following instructions. This is an instructional-based magazine. This is why I called it kind of like interactive shit, because there is some shit you gotta follow.
I was originally going to have the last story end as a banger with a story such as a beautiful girl selling cocaine all throughout New York City. She would go from apartment to suite selling while making thousands. She would end up on an adventure every night, going place to place, meeting new faces and recognizing old ones. Her nights would be fruitful, but dangerous, with nothing but experience and cash to look back on. I was also thinking about writing a story on the existence of humans and how we have evolved. I would take you down a different route, though, and talk about the sophistication of humans in an alternate reality. They take LSD for every problem and worry they have. Their brains have evolved so much from the use of psychedelics that nothing they can't conquer exists. They are their own entity living off of LSD every day and can do the unimaginable. Nothing slows them down, and when I mean they take it to cope with any problem, I literally mean any problem on the smallest scale possible. Such as, which pair of shoes do I put on today? Their brains are something else, working in a different gear and seeing the world in a different view. There were a couple other stories I was thinking about doing, and then I thought to myself, there's something I need to get off my chest. There's a special contribution I need to make for this magazine, and without her, this wouldn't be in your hand. You know how authors at the beginning of their book will say they love someone or something? I have to say a special thanks to Sid Rudy, such a character and great person to be around. I really do hope everyone gets someone as inspirational as she was to me. When she first died, I was definitely bummed and did not know the repercussions of her death until about a year, if not longer, later. It took a while to hit me that I lost an amazing friend that I would not make too many more of. I only knew Sid as a friend for maybe a year, but in that time period, looking back, it was one of the best years of my life, 2018, and Sid definitely had her role in it. I'm not joking, guys. There's really people out there that connect with you quickly and can become one of your best friends / people you hang out with frequently. I definitely still feel Sid's energy and use it to do what I am supposed to be doing. I love that person dearly, and for sure things have been different without her. I really feel like I lost someone that I cared deeply for. There was this conversation we had this one time at the shelter right before she was about to move away for a couple months, and I can still remember it so well. She was leaving soon, and the theme of the conversation was about starting a new chapter. Like literally every few months, pay attention to your surroundings and environment and who you are talking to. You will notice you enter and leave new chapters of your life. It's a form of awareness, and it's very interesting to compare different vibes from either where you were living, who you were with, or what you were doing in different time spans throughout your life. That's why it's so important to not be doing the same shit over and over again. Take chances, risks, and opportunity. You have to come out of your shell and gain confidence. You will never be able to live a fruitful life if it's always the same thing every time. Do some weird shit, gain some new experience, talk to some people you've never talked to before. That's probably one of the best things I took from Sid. She was one of those people you could tell right away that you would have them as a friend forever. Not a mean bone in her body. Depression is a growing problem, and writing this magazine is hopefully a distraction for you, even if it's just for a few seconds and it served its purpose. I would like to also give a special shout out to Mojo the Slime. He too had his own story and will be missed in this community as being the Moke Lord. I remember this the one time I was visiting on winter break, and I think Mojo the Slime came up to me at a friend's apartment during the later hours of the night and pretty much said I needed to start doing things in front of a camera. He was surprised I hadn't already and insisted that I do something in the form of viewable content. I don't think I'm cool, but I guess Mojo did. I laughed it off, and sure enough, I had this weird feeling of starting to want to produce content like 6 months later. I think that wave hitting me had to do with Mojo planting that seed, and Sid being the light to bring it up. Rest in peace, Sid and Mojo. For your lives always be remembered, and your heart be carried on. Yours truly, Laser.
Yeah, that it's there's definitely some people that like call themselves a Moke Lord or like the Moke Lord in this area, but I feel like with Mojo the Slime's death, that's just something you gotta retire, I feel like, in my opinion. And obviously, like, I don't know, that's just something like Mojo the Slime in this community. He called himself the Moke Lord. Unfortunately, he killed himself. That's just like a jersey number you gotta retire. So RIP Mojo the Slime, you are, yeah, bro, I'm pretty sure you said it on our podcast together, but he is the Moke Lord. And then all of this things with Sid, that was just it's crazy because her death took like a while to like hit me. Like I remember when I like first heard about it, it's just sad because like I knew it was coming, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to elaborate well, but yeah, I just remember finding out that Sid died, and then I was just like, oh fuck, like, you know, it happens, and I was just like definitely disappointed and just like a little bummed, but I was just like, oh, like fucking like it happened. Like this was kind of like a buildup of just shit that was going on, and like you know, it in like a way I like saw it coming. I feel like a shitty friend because like I definitely reached out, but I feel like I didn't reach out well enough and did a better role at like being a friend, you know? And then yeah, she also killed herself, and then it literally took like a year and a half later to like hit me, and then I was like, oh fuck. Like I remember being in Oregon like before I was moving back to Cali. I was just like, oh fuck, like Sid died, like Sid's not on this planet anymore. And she was just like one of those like super special people that, I mean, you met her multiple times, like super fun, loving, just like full of energy. Like every time that she was around us, it was just like, I don't know, it was just like having a really good, like solid friendship, you know what I mean? Like that's something that exists, and you don't really realize what you have until it's gone. Like, as cliche as fuck as that sounds, you know what I mean? But yeah, it took a while to hit me. Like, it finally caught up to me, and I was like, oh fuck, like Sid, Rudy, like, fucking killed herself. Like, that's like such a tragic event, you know? And it was just like even like super sad for me, because I remember the last time that I could have potentially seen her. And this is like, always follow your gut feeling. I was going back to my house at the shelter at the time with the friends, and then we were like pulling in, and then she was driving out. Like, she came to say what up to me, because like that's what friends do. They just, you know, they'll come over sometimes without even like calling you or texting you. They'll just show up, you know, and like make a vibe out of it. But she was leaving, and then we were pulling up, and then we like saw each other, and then they stopped at a light, and then I could have easily just gotten out of the car, ran over to them and be like, hey, like, I'm back home, like, come back over. But like, I just like hesitated, and I just like didn't do that, when I know deep down I like should have done that. Like, I should have gotten out of the car and said what up to her and gotten her to like come back over, but I did not do that. And yeah. Sorry, Hunter. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm good. And then, yeah, I mean, it was also dope about Sid, because she was always like bringing up other people with her, and like in this story, I'm like, oh yeah, like when like she was kicking one day, and then the shit about being aware of your surroundings, who you're hanging out with, the place you're living, what you're doing, your hobbies, your job, all of that changes throughout your life frequently. Not like weekly, not daily, but like every few months, or like every 6 months, or like every year. And it's kind of like starting a new chapter. And I just remember like we were kind of talking about that one night, and that just like resonated with me deeply. And I was just like, oh shit, like pay attention to what you're doing in life. You know what I mean? We were just kind of talking about entering a new chapter, because she was about to move away. And then from that moment in like 2019, or like the end of 2018 or some shit, you know, I've entered many chapters of my life. Hunter's entered many chapters of his life, but that was just something that like really like stood with me, and it was like a very valuable thing that I like still hold on to. And it just like helps me be aware, helps me kind of focus, like helps me, you know, not like just like existing, but more of like, okay, fuck, like I need to be like living right now, not just like existing. And then yeah, the Mojo the Slime, I shit you guys not, like people always ask me, oh, like what made you start a podcast or like start making videos? It was definitely a combination of Sid and Mojo the Slime. Sid would always bring out like my creative side, and would like definitely push for me to like do things. And then Mojo the Slime, one day he was at, shout out Lex and Paisley, he was at their apartment. We were all just like kicking, chilling, smoking, drinking. Like I think we like watched something, but Mojo the Slime was like, dude, like Lacer, you need to, and this was before I had like a podcast or anything. He was like, yo, you need to be doing this. Like you need to be doing some type of shit in front of a camera, some sort of content. And he just like when someone like that like kind of stops you, and just like gives them a piece of their own soul. He didn't have to do that, and who knows if he did not have that conversation with me, who knows if I would have fucking sat around in Oregon and bought all this shit and then came back and just started pumping out a fucking local podcast, you know what I mean? Like he really was like, dude, like you need to be doing something. And I don't know, like Sid's definitely super inspirational to me. Mojo the Slime, he definitely like played his own role, but it's just crazy because both those people are dead. And like, I know, yeah, I mean, I believe that their like spirit and soul is still around, and they're definitely like helping me and definitely many other people in this community kind of lay a path and live their life how it needs to be lived. And then you know, Mojo the Slime, we were at a concert last night in Los Osos, and they're playing some of your music and one of your songs, and that's, you know, you guys might be gone, you guys aren't forgotten, and we're gonna do the shit that you guys wanted us to do. So rest in peace, Sid Rudy, rest in peace, Mojo the Slime. We're out here, and yeah, we're gonna do shit, you know? So yeah, thank you guys for being, you know, two awesome people. And yeah, I mean, yeah, thank you guys.